Who the heck are you, sir?
I'm Max Frank. I'm Matt's friend and fellow Tokusatsu enthusiast. Oh, I like Godzilla, Gamera, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Ultraman. One point in a garage sale that my mom took me to, she got a Godzilla figure. She thought it was just a dinosaur. So when I saw him, I'm like, Mom, that's Godzilla. And that was the start of it all. These two figures are, you probably know them, they're Godzilla Forever series, Rejuvenated Godzilla and Meltdown Godzilla. But I got these two at G-Fest 2012. And I actually got these two as a bundle for a little more than $200. And after that, I ran around the dealer's hall shouting victory lap while people were clapping and like banging stuff, and it was fun. Now, normally this isn't very rare. It's just a piece of a couple of the first issues of the Godzilla comic that Marvel did. But what makes this piece so rare, especially to me, is that it's signed by Akira Takarada, Stan Lee, Shinichi Wakasa, Tom Kitagawa, and Robert Scott Field, the person who played Android M11 in Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. Favorite Godzilla? Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. I love the special effects in it. I love the design of Mechagodzilla. He's simple, but still threatening, not really overdone.
What is your least favorite Godzilla movie?
Invasion of the Astro Monster. I don't know, I probably need to rewatch it again, because I know that the suit actors were good and the fight scenes were good, but for me, when I saw it, the movie just dragged on and on. A cool piece right there, that Godzilla head, is a headpiece for a gear shift. That's Godzilla vs. Bambi, pencil and pen holder. I was just in California, and my parents were browsing through a surf shop in Oceanside, and I wandered into the skateboard room, and there were dozens of decks on the wall. Randomly, this was here.
Jeez Louise, was that the only one they had?
That was the only one they had.
So could this be a one of a kind?
It might be. That's actually a picture of me from then.
I want that hat.
Yeah, that was great. G-Fest is just spectacular. The dealer's hall is like nothing you've ever seen, with the amount of toys and apparel there. The guests are always great. We got Akira Takarada twice. Just last year we had Shinichi Wakasa, who's the suit designer for every Godzilla movie, from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla up to Final Wars. And then we also had Tom Kitagawa, who was the suit actor for Grand King Ghidorah in Rebirth of Mothra 3.
Really?
Yep. And it was funny because Tom always wanted to be Ultraman, so I got a picture of him doing poses of Ultraman with him. And this is a couple of Ultraman figures I have. Here's pretty much all the Ultra Heroes in the Ultra Hero 500 line that works with the Ginga Spark. This here is the new transformation toy for the new Ultraman Ginga. And this thing's called the Ginga Spark. It reads a special code that's on the bottom of every Ultra Monster or Ultraman that's in this line. And then it reads them. That's the scanning noise. This is Ginga, the newest Ultraman. My favorite Ultraman movie, I think I'd have to give it to Mega Monster Battle Ultra Galaxy Legends. I had never seen anything like that. Just incredible fight choreography, the special effects were really impressive. In 2012, Ben Furuya showed up for a G-Fest. He was the suit actor for the original Ultraman, and I got a picture with him, And I got him to sign that. I got this
What's up?
from Ben Faruya. It's a pin of his squad's logo. It was part of his collection.
Really? Was it actually used in the...
I don't know if it was used in the show.
So, Power Rangers, like, opened up, obviously, the doors to you for, like, Kamen Rider and all that? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that started all of that. It started my love of Super Sentai when I discovered that, hey, it originally comes from Japan, and hey, they say curse words and there's blood in it and stuff. Cool. My favorite Super Sentai would have to be Shinkenger. Shinkenger was the first Sentai I ever watched, and I really enjoyed it. This one, who I think is named Mogyu Dio, in his animal form, he's called the Ushi Origami. He was from Samurai Sentai. Shinkenger is dubbed notoriously by Super Sentai fans everywhere as the Brick. This is all just one solid piece. This blue dude over here was from Kaizuko Sentai Go Kaiger. This guy's pretty cool because he's a triple changer. He can transform from a battleship drill tank mode to a dinosaur, then finally a giant robot form. My favorite Kamen Rider, hands down, is probably Decade.
That's my boy!
It was the first Rider series I ever watched. I just love the idea of how each Rider lived on its own separate world. Yeah, the concept alone gets me there for Decade. This is my deluxe Super Best Deca Driver and K-Touch. Yeah, the Super Best was a reissue of the Decade belt with better lights and sound effects. Where normally the cards are like cards stock that you'd see on a trading card game, these new cards are plastic. Henshin.
Kamen Rider.
The K-Touch is used to make Kamen Rider go, or make Decade go into his complete form. Oh.
I'm just saying, if anybody wants to, you know, donate one to me or buy me one, I'm not gonna tell you guys not to. This is a hell of a cool toy. So, top shelf, reserved for the top movies ever.
Yeah, the Gamera Trilogy. Right there is an X Plus Nightmare Gamera. I got him in G-Fest 2012. His jets light up if you pat him on his back.
You said you had a story about this flying Gamera 2 figure.
I decided to be a little punk that year and find out once and for all if Santa was real or not. And I wrote it down on my Christmas list and I said, if Santa's real out there, I know he'll give me a flying Gamera. I know he will. And this was a problem for my parents. I'm like, oh geez, how are we gonna pull this off? And then that year, I found it and I'm like, he is real.
Gamera, restoring faith in Santa Claus.
My favorite Gamera is Gamera 2 Attack of Legion. Legion was actually the first monster to really kind of scare me. The scene that always got me, and I was always never prepared for, was the scene in the subway when the conductor was looking out into the dark subway tunnel like, what was going on? And then just the last second when I never expected it, the Legion drone's head popped up and killed him, and it always freaked me out. When I took a trip up to the East Coast, we decided to take a quick break in New York City for the first time because I'd never been before. And there was a place there in New York City that I wanted to visit called Image Anime. It sells all sorts of anime apparel and also Godzilla and Tokusatsu stuff. And I was just running around there picking up all these vinyl figures and like, oh, I want this one. Oh, I can't leave without that one. And one of the people there noticed how much I had a passion for it, and he said, I think I have something that you'd like. And in a far corner of a shelf where nobody would ever see it, he opened it up and pulled out a box of Gamera covered in Legion drones. And he opened it up and it said, this is a movie prop from Gamera 2 Attack of Legion, and my jaw dropped. It hit the floor. I had no idea that I had actually the chance to buy a prop from one of my personal favorite movies. What the people did that made the movie after it was finished was they took 1,000 of these drones and then sent them out into the market. It's strange because I was born in 1996. The movie was made in 1996. It was one of my personal favorite movies. And oddly enough, it's number 996 out of 1,000. Signing out here with my Godzilla collection, and for Godzilla's sake, keep watching Tokusatsu for the good of mankind and yourselves.
Collect responsibly.
And collect responsibly.